Did Jesus ever travel to Egypt? This question has been a topic of debate among scholars and historians for centuries. While some argue that there is no evidence to support this claim, others believe that there are compelling reasons to believe that Jesus did indeed travel to Egypt. One of the main arguments in favor of this theory is that Egypt was a major center of learning during the time of Jesus. It was home to some of the most renowned scholars and philosophers of the ancient world, and many people from all over the Mediterranean region traveled there to study. It is believed that Jesus, who was known for his wisdom and teachings, may have traveled to Egypt to study with these great minds. Another reason why some scholars believe that Jesus traveled to Egypt is that there are several passages in the Bible that suggest this may have been the case. For example, in the Gospel of Matthew, it is said that after the birth of Jesus, Mary and Joseph fled to Egypt to escape Herod's wrath. They stayed there until Herod died, at which point they returned to Israel. This account suggests that Jesus may have spent a significant amount of time in Egypt during his childhood. In addition to these biblical references, there are also a number of ancient texts that suggest that Jesus traveled to Egypt. For example, the Infancy Gospel of Thomas, which is a non-canonical text that dates back to the 2nd century, tells the story of a young Jesus who performs miraculous feats while he is living in Egypt with his family. Despite these arguments in favor of the theory that Jesus traveled to Egypt, there are also some scholars who are skeptical of this claim. They argue that there is no concrete evidence to support this theory, and that many of the references to Jesus in Egypt are vague or open to interpretation. Overall, the question of whether Jesus traveled to Egypt remains a topic of debate and speculation among scholars and historians. While there are certainly compelling arguments on both sides of the issue, the truth may never be known for certain. Regardless of whether or not Jesus actually traveled to Egypt, his teachings continue to inspire and influence people all over the world, nearly 2,000 years after his death.